Patrice, we're leaving Edinburgh. I said, I'm really glad that we got to spend this time together. I feel like, it's nice to make a new friend. And he goes, I'm not your friend. I go, what? And he goes, I'm not your friend, Bert. We work together. We're two dudes who work together that don't mind each other. We're not friends. Like, don't say, I got friends and you got friends and we're not that. We're just two dudes that we got to work. We got a job together and we're like, you know what I mean? So I was like, I don't really. And, and then he goes, oh, don't get feelings about this. Don't get sad. I'm just being real. He goes, let me ask you a question. I'm flying to Tampa next week. Can your mom pick me up at the airport? I was like, no. And he goes, that's what friends do that. And I was
Interesting.
Like, oh, okay. So then he does.
He couldn't help but be so real.
He sat me through and listened. We watched Enter the Dragon. All we did one day was watch, on our days off, we'd watch Bruce Lee movies, and he would play Mobb Deep and Jay-Z and explain the lyrics to me.
Damn.
Beep, beep. He's like, Bert, this is some pimp shit. Beep, beep, and I'm picking her up. Let her play with the dick in the truck. He's not getting out of his car, and he's letting her know that on the ride there, you can play with my dick a little bit. That's pimp shit, Bert. And I mean... And then, so then I was dating a girl that had
alopecia,
cerebral palsy, and she came over and she was aggressive. She was exhausting, and she hated Patrice. Fucking hated Patrice.
A lot of people did.
Patrice hated her. Fucking hated her. The first day they met, she went out. She had her right arm was the thing, cerebral palsied. And she went and stuck out her left hand. And he goes, bitch, you ain't the queen. Give me the other arm. And he's like, what's wrong with that arm? And she was like, I mean, that's who Patrice was. Yeah.
Jeez.
I heard some story where there was a bunch of girls at the Comedy Cellar, and they were really pretty, like models. And one of them had a mole on her forehead. And he just walked up, didn't say hello, just goes, what's that? And touched it. And they were like eating out of his hand after like 4 minutes. Because he found the insecurity and he honed in.
That girl stayed in Edinburgh in my room. She stayed in my room for like 4 days, and Patrice hated her. So then cut to Patrice does his Showtime special. He does a Showtime special with Gary Goldman, a guy named...
I never saw that.
Guy named... Steve Brewer, right?
What?
Yeah, Steve Brewer.
He's Jim's brother, who's actually pro-vax.
He was like a edgy fucking comic who had done warm-up, and his warm-up was so good they booked him as the fucking comic.
I don't know this guy.
So
I don't know.
Gary Goldman, Todd Glass, I think. I don't know. They all did specials for Showtime.
Wow.
And I was obviously I'm not a fuck. I was early to the game on how brilliant Patrice was.
Yeah.
And so I packed my fucking car full of people from Hollywood, drove them out to Brea, the old Brea Improv, and we watched all their specials. Now, also, I was very close with Gary, but Patrice is there. So that night, we'll go to the bar.
Gary's special, The Great Depression, HBO. Stream that, man. It's a great
Goldman's
one.
a beast.
He's always been a beast.
Great writer.
And we sit down at the lobby of Patrice's hotel after the show, and Patrice comes up and sits at my table. I'm with like all my friends, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing out here?" And I was like, "I'm here to support you." He was like, "What?" And I looked at him, I said, "We're friends." And he started giggling so hard. He goes, "I guess we are friends."